said this is a team that is guarding very well. It's been second shots, and they have a little lack of interior size at this point, Dan, that they've got to watch out for.
Yeah, paint points have been a nemesis to their team, and especially off the offensive rebound.
Oklahoma gets the first look on the night. White unis with the pink trim and Sooners across the front. Quickly right into Liz Scott. She's in attack mode, and that's just a carryover of the last 3 games.
That is. And I'll tell you, her activity level, she is just so much more confident, and she's playing free. No, she's moving.
Brent Gerlich lost that out of bounds. She said that a Sooner touched it. Sooners starting 5 is presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. 482 total games for this starting lineup. Liz Scott has been on a tear. Ani Yanusa as well. Ani Yanusa had a big game the last time these two teams played. It was one of her 4 straight games of 20 points or more. Sooners commit the turnover there.
This is a team on a given night can really put it together.
So explosive with Breamber Scott, who leads the Big 12 in scoring in conference play. There's former Sooner Tatum Weitenheimer missing the 3 out of the corner. Ani Yanusa triggers a 3, and it's good. 5-0 Oklahoma.
It's a great job of squaring her body and getting her feet as well as her upper body in position to nail the 3.
Really playing well. Lately had 20 points in that amazing overtime win over Baylor a week ago. Here's Weitenheimer. Scott guarded by Yanusa. Let's watch this matchup. Scott triggering. Well off the mark. Into the lap of Nevaeh Top. Yanusa, Weitenheimer tried to knock it away, and Yanusa made her pay with the back-to-back 3.
Wow. and that was a deep catch and shoot.
Now, Weitenheimer wound up in the front row over there trying to knock that pass away, and she could not get back up in time to contest the shot. In go the Lady Raiders to Breamber Scott. And that rolls out of bounds. So Oklahoma off to a fast start and a couple of turnovers by Texas Tech.
Well, and a fast start at both ends. I'm liking what I see defensively, and you're seeing what the result of it there.
And that's just Lady Raiders asleep on defense. Krista Gerlich's not going to stand for that. Liz Scott beats everybody to the other end. It's a 10-0 start. Ani Yanusa, her last 4 games now, including this one, has made 11 of her last 25 from three-point range. I can do that simple math. That's 44%. Liz Scott a takeaway. Red Raiders rotate back. Yanusa trying for her 3rd. Right to Liz Scott. Up and in. Oklahoma is rolling. 12-0.
What an intelligent play.
And they lead the Big 12 in rebounding and rebounding margin. Better than 9 rebounds more per game than their opponent. There's a nice backside rebound by Maupin, and Texas Tech gets on the board.
Yeah, and those are valuable points. You can see Oklahoma extended defensively, but paint points will be important for both teams.
Maupin missed a couple of games with injury. Missed Texas and at West Virginia. Maddie Williams. I tell you, Liz Scott's offensive firepower has decreased some of the load on Maddie Williams. Beautiful maneuver inside by Brent Gerlich. On a roll recently, she scored 56 points in her last 3 games. That's 18.5 per game. And no secret, she's making 3s. She made 11 of 23s over that span. So she converts the old-fashioned three-point play here.
And she represents, I think, this Texas Tech team. And if they can get things out of their defense, as you're seeing right there, they can make 3s. They change the complexion of the game.
Breamber Scott, a steal, and her first bucket of the night. She's averaging 21+ in Big 12 play. Aubrey Joens has entered the lineup for the Sooners, as has Skylar Vann. High-low pass to Maddie Williams, blocked by Breamber Scott from behind. Gerlich, nice little ball fake. The dish inside, layup missed by Shavers, but the outlet pass is stolen by Maupin. She converts off the window. And now Texas Tech is rolling. They've got a 7-0 run. Vann, pretty good position inside. Tough running shot that misses. But she got the rebound. Liz Scott has it, and she's fouled.
You know, and even if you're in the paint, it's not an automatic finish if you got a good contest.
So Liz Scott toes the foul line. And she's developed a real connection with the freshman Beatrice Culleton. It's become a fun relationship, film watching and mentorship.
Absolutely, and it's amazing how that even grows. I think it's growing her game. and I'm talking about Liz Scott. I think it's growing her game to be involved in that mentorship, because it allows you to look deeper into all the things that make you you.
An aggressive play by Maupin will earn her a trip. 2 free throws here from Maupin. Features Culleton. Enters the Oklahoma lineup along with Kennedy Tucker. We see Tatum Weitenheimer return for Texas Tech. Maupin missed the second. Aubrey Joens collects her 3rd rebound. Taylor Robertson has yet to attempt a shot tonight. 3 minutes to go here in the opening period. Aubrey Joens wide open off great ball movement and a wide open 3.
Yeah, that was just pretty half-court offense. You know, Oklahoma is known for early offense, but that's going deep into the possession and finding an excellent shot.
And Gerlich converts inside and draws a foul against Culleton. She just forced her way to the bucket.
But now she's in the flow, nailed that one.
Missed the free throw, but it's rebounded by Freelon. And Texas Tech gets a reset. Under 10 to shoot. 2.5 to play in the period. Baseline jumper rims across into the arms of Van. Leaving Aubrey Joens wide open, and that's a dangerous game to play.
But you got Jones on the floor with T-Rob.
Shot clock is down to 10. Gerlich backs up, fires a 3 strong. And Skylar Van with her 4th rebound already. Culleton chases it down. And Jones left unguarded again, making him pay all night long.
And you know what? Beatrice went and made a hard catch and set up that whole scenario where Jones gets the 3. You know, great catches. I may be the only person that just loves great catches outside of football, but that's a great catch.
Gerlich fouled by Van. Gerlich at the foul line. So a couple of the leading scorers for their respective teams are off to somewhat slow starts.
Yeah.
Got only 2 points so far for the Big 12's leading scorer in conference play, Bre'Amber Scott, and Maddie Williams only 2. Taylor Robertson hasn't scored, hasn't shot. It's been all the other pieces
to get Texas Tech kind of back into this basketball game.
Continuing her recent trend. Atop back off the bench, and she knocks one down. Oklahoma 6 of 10 from downtown. We'll see if she can get a shot away from midcourt. She will, and it rims out. 26 points.
Oh,
grandbaby. And
those were good teams. And Coach Cole, wow. I can see her holding on the baseline down there right now. I'll tell you. And, you know, she's done it through some large motor things, you know, not you know, activity levels that sometimes transcend into a instinct, and that instinct transcends into confidence.
Gerlich's got it going. 6 points. Beg your pardon, 8 points for Gerlich.
Oh yeah, she's been a real plus for this Texas Tech team early in the game.
There's Culleton out to Nevaeh Tot. Her 3 is good. Gerlich driving with her left hand, and Aubrey Joens got a little hand in there.
Runs a lot of sets. They do a lot of different things, and you've got to stay in place with this team, and that was an example of a job well done.
16-2 when they allowed 32 points or less in the paint. 10 to shoot. Scott gets the play call from Coach Krista Gerlich. That one is off the mark. Right to Weitenheimer, though, and a reset. Rims off for Farrell. And Taylor Robertson comes out of the scrum with it. Has her pocket picked by Scott, though. And Scott missed the lay-in. Taylor Robertson tips it out top. Aubrey Joens had it. Aubrey Joens, beautiful little give and go with Culleton. And Jones converts.
You know, Jones coming off a good game at Kansas State.
Also, Kennedy Tucker back at the end of this play, and Scott makes the Sooners pay with a long 3.
These are people who appreciate and look to empower their teammates.
First bucket for Taylor Robertson is a 2 off a backdoor cut.
You can just, she's doing a lot of little things, hadn't shown up in her scoring yet, but boy, she's doing a lot to play the game.
Lila McKinney. Deep corner pass. Tofeono trying to spin around Van and got it to go. She was a starter at the beginning of the year, trying to find a little more playing time and production. And we have a travel out top against Van.
If you're allowing them to rebound or turn you over, and I'm talking about Oklahoma, you don't have enough players to cover the way they can play. But if you're efficient offensively, then you put the game in the half court, you got a better shot.
Maddie Williams end to end to the running Skylar Van, but it's off her fingertips. Gerlich counters with the hit ahead to Maupin, and Nevaeh Tot stripped that ball. Maupin comes back up with it and scores. Well, she got the 2 anyway, just had to work a little harder.
She did. I think she got toughness about it.
Van to the posting Maddie Williams, lost it on the way up, got it back, and scored.
Toughness, physicality, persistence. Those are all words that you use with Maddie Williams quite a bit.
7 points and 4 rebounds for Maddie Williams. Top spot right under the bucket for Farrell. And Oklahoma not letting up. Oh, Van, a beautiful feed from Tot and the lay-in.
And that's where Tot's gotten better. You know, she's always had a speed to push it. But now she pulls it down, and that second wave is just more apparent to her.
Closing out the final 30 seconds of the opening half. Gerlich going to work against Jones, continues to work hard. And Van continues to rebound. That's number 7.
Oh, yeah, and outside her body area. Those are traits of great rebounders when they can go to places and get the ball.
She had a double-double of 19 and 11 in the Sooners' win out in Lubbock a month ago. Did Van. Oklahoma holding for the final shot of the opening half. Beautiful crossover by Yanusa to get to the rim, and will go the other way. So that bounded off for Van out of bounds. Scott will heave it from half court, and Oklahoma will lead by 18 at halftime. Largest lead was 19 points for the Sooners. Fans rising to their feet at the Lloyd Noble Center until Oklahoma scores. Sooners led by Aubrey Joens in the opening half. 11 points. Ana Yanusa started the game with back-to-back made threes, but has missed 3 straight since then. Tatum Beitenheimer, the former Sooner, spent 3 seasons, 80 games at Oklahoma. Gerlich shooting over Tot, no, and Tot races the other way with a rebound. Taylor Robertson for 3, no. Still has that string of 66 straight games with at least 1 made 3. She has not yet had one go through tonight.
The Lady Raiders had a chance to talk about a few things. You know, this is an opportunity for them to set the tempo a little bit. And you can see them going inside, a little more deliberate in what they're trying to do.
Tofeono got her own miss, and she will go to the foul line. Spent 3 years at Midland College with an injury redshirt year, and then at Texas A&M, she was on a Sweet 16 team.
Well, you love seeing the international aspect that is dotting a lot of the Big 12 teams. I personally, I really enjoy that. I love when I see them on the roster. You know, I definitely the leading candidate, putting up numbers that are pretty miraculous for the amount of time that she's on the court.
Tot lays it up and in. They ran her off the 3-point line, and underneath she went.
Yeah, Nevaeh becomes a very hard guard when you have to get clear out and close out to her.
Beitenheimer able to play it in. Farrell wide open for a foul line jumper that's good.
That's what Texas Tech has to do right there. I think to control tempo and to move defensively Oklahoma into situations. They've got to play in the half court, and they've got to be successful at those kinds of possessions.
Farrell is a transfer from UT Arlington. That is where Krista Gerlich was. Krista Gerlich recruited her there. And then Krista Gerlich got the job at Texas Tech. And a couple of years later, Katie Farrell has followed her to Lubbock. Taylor Robertson from downtown. 67 straight games with a made three. And that's number 514 for her career.
Yeah, and again, a great job of inside out with ball reversal. Taylor finding space.
Gerlich. That was a tough shot. Skylar Vann got a hand in on that ball as she was trying to get it up. Culleton from Kennedy Tucker. And Culleton lays it in.
Yeah.
Maupin pushes the tempo to the baseline and fouled by Vann.
Liz Scott and Beatrice Culleton are two teammates who are always pushing one another, and it's special to see them both trending in the right direction. Dan and Chad, you guys were talking a little bit about it earlier, but they're both two teammates on this team who really look out for each other and want to see each other succeed.
Thank you, Ashley. Walking through some film study together. And it's made both of them better, honestly, hasn't it, Dan?
It's so empowering when you feel like you've got a teammate, you know, that is in it with you, especially if you're a young one.
There's Culleton. High-low pass from Vann. Shot blocked by Jasmine Lewis. And Vann able to retrieve it and score.
Into the fours, maybe even lower.
To the rim and in goes Jasmine Shaver. She had a dozen points in the first meeting between these teams. The Mississippi State transfer. 18-point lead for Oklahoma. Tot gunning and hitting the corner three. You know, you worry so much about Jones and Robertson. Tot has become a real sniper, hasn't she, Dan?
Oh yeah. And it's such a difficult task to cover that much space on the floor.
3 more made threes for Nevaeh Tot tonight. Vann has to save this one. Tot reaches it. There goes Vann. The lay-in is good, but Tot creates that with her hustle and speed.
Oh, you just love those plays. When you see her go on the floor and quick to the floor, oh my gosh, you just know something good's going to happen.
And she's not quick, she's sudden.
Yeah.
Nice backdoor cut, but Aubrey Joens is there to deflect it. And a foul against Maupin. Let's watch this again.
Well, you got an errant pass, a great save, but watch this. On the floor. Oh my, see, everything just, you just know you're going to get a great play when you get on the floor like that for a loose ball.
I mean, she wasn't in the picture frame. She wasn't in the shot when the ball hit the floor, and zip, there she came.
No. Those are beautiful plays. Now that wasn't as beautiful right there.
It was not. Breamber Scott triggering a three. And Feitenheimer had the ball and then was off balance and tumbled down. And they have 13 more assists in this game than do the Lady Raiders. Under 3 minutes left in the third. Aubrey Joens. Culleton, left-handed this time, spins and scores.
So just a great job of getting early work. She got great position on the block, but that left-handed finish, she has become so much more confident as the Big 12 season has moved along.
Maupin on the attack the other way. That aggression has rolled over from the Kansas game. Maddie Williams, no. And Feitenheimer rebounds it for the Lady Raiders. Oklahoma's done a good job on Breamber Scott, but she goes to the foul line here. She had a 37-point game against Kansas State in Manhattan, and she's been really good at this.
Yeah, that's part of her vehicle for being atop the scoring in the Big 12 is getting that to the foul line.
2 minutes left in the third. 21-point lead for the Sooners. Threading the needle to Maddie Williams that time was Tucker. Aubrey Joens, no. And Oklahoma will get a third look at it. It'll be from Yunusa for 3. I mean, just racking up the rebounds. Top rebounding team in the Big 12 and 6th in the country. Farrell trying to attack Culleton. She does and scores over the top.
But they can close this quarter, stop, score, maybe get another stop, get it down to 17, 16. Then you start to build into the fourth.
Sooners able to get it across and settle in the half court. Joens a 3. It's good. She connects on her 4th of the night.
Wow. That's just great ball movement, and Joens has really come into this game and been a spark.
And she has another rebound. She's got 14 points and 9 rebounds, does Aubrey Joens tonight.
Yeah.
Told you she had a double-double against Northwestern State. Sooners had 3 players with a double-double that night in the same game. Culleton strong to the bucket, but blocked. There's Joens again in the right spot to score. 16 for Aubrey Joens tonight. Breamber Scott attacks. And Yunusa scoops up the miss. Yunusa end-to-end, blocked and taken by Farrell, though. Five seconds to play in the period. Scott stripped by Maddie Williams. Can the Sooners get a shot away? A travel at midcourt against Yunusa.
The run of Texas Tech to close this third quarter, they have just been sharp tonight.
And the Sooners will take a 24-point lead to the fourth quarter, trying to forge a tie with Texas atop the Big 12.
Just an excellent display, I think, of ball movement, rebounding, but wow, the defense continues to improve for Oklahoma.
Aubrey Joens in and out with that 3. And Scott 7 points tonight, averaging 21 in Big 12 conference play. And that is a travel against Tofiona. Aubrey Joens drills another 3, her 5th of the night. She's got 19 points.
Just, again, great execution, great screening. And I like the fact that they're officiating both ends with freedom of movement. I love the game when players are able to move offensively.
Tofiona, an offensive foul, and they may overrule this. Ella Tofiona, 55% foul shooter for the year.
Yeah, pretty impressive game played by them, and just so many tough games. Really nice. I feel like I win every game over here, but that isn't how you feel as a coach.
Maddie Williams misses the back door.
Great cut.
27-point lead is Oklahoma's largest of the night. And they've done a good job defensively against the leading scorer in the Big 12 in conference play, Breamber Scott.
And it's been a team effort. A lot of different people have worked to keep the ball in front.
Farrell misfires on the 3. Rebound ripped away by Tofiona, who scores.
I like her. She showed me a lot in this game.
Maddie Williams inside, takes the feed from Taylor Robertson and scores.
Great touch. The thing about Robertson, too, we talk about her shooting, and well, we should. But her decision-making as a passer, so outstanding.
There's Breamber Scott nailing the 3, and a timeout taken. Maddie Williams posting and scoring with a foul. Most of her activity has been down in the low post tonight, Dan.
Oh, it really has.
A dozen points now for Maddie Williams. 5 rebounds. Sooners back out on top by 27. Breamber Scott triggering again. No this time. There's Topeono opportunistically earning a foul line trip.
They haven't knocked down shots as the ball moves, but they have done a great job of screening in their execution.
1 of 2. Oklahoma, a tough team to press. Band to the bucket, no. Moffitt spun a couple of times, scored it, and a foul. Sooners are over the 5-foul limit, so Texas Tech may be at the foul line a good deal in the final half of this fourth quarter. Moffitt can't convert. Texas Tech 9 of 17 from the free throw line tonight. They run Aubrey Joens off the free throw line. She goes right to the rim. Another rebound. She's got a double-double. That's her second of the season and the 5th of her career.
You know, when you're that active as she is, you just end up being at the right place at the right time because of that activity. Boy, she has really proved that tonight. 21
points and 10 rebounds as Scott catches and scores for the Lady Raiders.
Yeah, Scott has the ability to go inside and post up, you know, and that's a hard guard matchup when she's in the block area.
Now Liz Scott. Deep post position for the bucket. 8 for Liz Scott now.
Yeah, Scott doing a great job of getting better position for that finish.
Breamber Scott lost it on the way up. Liz Scott picked it up. A scrum for it. Let's hope everybody's okay. Maupin is still down on the back end of this play. Liz Scott catches, and she'll go to the foul line. Now they can call a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2. And quickly, Bill Lawrence made the call of flagrant. And I think they're just checking, is it a 1 or a 2?
Right. That was part of that exchange as well.
Taylor Robertson, the NCAA active leader in free throw percentage for her career, 92%. Makes both. And it'll be Sooner ball. Liz Scott fouled.
That's a lot of times how you correct those pictures in your mind as you play the game in the future. And you're like, nope, I don't want to go too far here.
1 of 2 for Liz Scott at the foul line. Nice backdoor cut by Maupin, and Farrell found her for the lay-in.
Yeah, Maupin again, very impressive, this freshman. Great post entry with a strong backstep.
Beautiful feed from Tucker to Liz Scott for the deuce. Kennedy Tucker has 4 assists in this game.
Oh, I've been impressed with her. I have liked the little things she did.
Deep 3 by Farrell is good. Maddie Williams can't handle it. We approach 3 minutes left. Oklahoma's been in control much of the night. Led by 18 at halftime. Kennedy Tucker has it thrown right to her. Liz Scott sprints the floor and scores.
You're just seeing a better conditioned athlete, too, in Liz Scott. You know, along with her activity.
Final 2 minutes. And a foul on Raina Scott. And Oklahoma gets 21 wins. And 5 straight wins.
When you're able to continue to get better in the season. And I think Texas is an example of that. And I think Oklahoma is an example of that. And it's going to be interesting to watch this final 5 games of the year.
Aubrey Joens and Culleton found her cutting to the goal. .23 tonight for Aubrey Joens. Her career high is 24. And that was when she played at Iowa State.
when you play a certain way. Like you're seeing them move the ball well, just like the people that had played the major minutes.
There's Kirsten Johnson, freshman to freshman there. So Kirsten Johnson getting into the lineup and knocking one down.
Can't help but think of Marcia Sharp, the legendary coach from Texas Tech, and her involvement, as well as Sherry Coles. Can't tell you the good I think it does for awareness, but the good it does, I think, just in the funds that are raised in battling, especially breast cancer.
Well said, Dan. Such an important night as all the schools have these pink games.
Well, anytime you face cancer, it takes a community to help. That's how it kind of works. And that's where I think so much good has been done in the women's side of basketball with these games. And it's now also on the men's side.
About 3 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock to close this one out. Breland can't hit it. Lady Raiders do not get a reset of the shot clock. And an entanglement that sends Kennedy Tucker down along with Lana Winger. Did I describe it accurately, Dan?
I'll tell you, Chad, I'm going to go home and I'm going to get my dictionary out. Entanglement and a couple others, but I love that. I mean, you're raising the level just like we're seeing Oklahoma do as they go down the stretch of the Big 12 season.
Final 5 seconds of a Sooner win that gets them into a tie atop the Big 12 with Texas. The two head coaches, Jennie Baranczyk and Krista Gerlich, exchange handshakes.